Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I am a 7th year first grade teacher who's about to be out for 4 days in a row. And so we're going to set up our sub plans together. I've only ever been out this many days before once, and it was a couple years ago. I had a pre-planned vacation before I had gotten this job, so I was still able to go on it. But this time I'm actually having surgery, and I will be talking a little bit more about that and why I'm having the surgery and what it's for in a different video. But for right now, we're just going to set up for our sub. I already typed up the sub plans. Yesterday was Veterans Day, so we had the day off. So now I'm going to put everything out that she's going to need and label everything and all that fun stuff. So let's go. I'm also using a new vlog camera. It is the DJI Osmo 3, Pocket 3, something like that. So if the quality or camera just looks a little bit different, that is why. Because it is 4 days, I have 16 pages of sub notes, 4 pages per day. And I am going to just make sure that she has everything good to go. It's a Friday to a Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday. I just want this all laid out because tomorrow I have a meeting during my prep period and I have a PD after school. So I really just want to get all this set up now so that she will have it for Friday. And I also just texted my sub that it's supposed to be that signed up for it and making sure that she is here tomorrow so that I can just show her everything. I'm hoping that she is still going to be my sub and I'm hoping that she'll be here tomorrow so that I can show her all of this. First, we're doing a little snack because I told my students that Twizzlers are one of my favorite like Halloween candies to get. So I had a student bring me in some today. Can't lay out everything because there are some things that I need to teach tomorrow. My math manual, I need that for tomorrow, so I can't lay that out yet. But what I am going to do is I'm going to label all of their centers work when I leave. And there's a sub. I will make my teacher table station like Epic or Books, so it's just like on the computers, but then I still leave word work and work on writing for the other groups, so I'm going to label it. I normally have them use their drawers, but because I'm gone over the weekend and for so many days in a row, I want to make sure that they know exactly what to do, and I don't want to make the sub like change the buttons or the drawers and things like that, so I'm just going to label it what day and what group. So looking at my slides, it looks like giraffes need work on writing on Friday. I'm going to eat all of these. Best pens of all time, the purple Bic pens. Literally the best. Okay, for example, this is the work on writing station on Friday for the koalas and giraffes. And I need word work for the cows on Monday. It's in my other drawer. I'll be right back. All right, that's everything for Monday. Moving on to Tuesday. I need word work for the koalas and giraffes. This is what people mean when they say it's so much easier just to be here than to take time off, because like this is taking me like 20 minutes and this would not take me this long if I were here. Word work for the koalas and the giraffes on Tuesday. Polar bears need work on writing. I think their work on writing is in the drawer again. I'll be back. And cows need work on writing. Tuesday, cows, work on writing. This is so much paperwork that I would normally like get to every day myself, but because I have a sub, like I just know it's gonna pile up in my all done bin and it just gives me anxiety. Okay, here's what my table is looking like right now. Don't mind all of the wrappers, but essentially just going day by day here and labeling everything. All right, that was a big task that I'm glad that I did. I'm now going to take the sub plans and the master copies and binder clip them together. So I already have my sub plans stapled together. Now I'm going to just binder clip these so that she has everything per day, because that is the way that I would want it organized if I were a sub. I also made like a cheat sheet for my classroom, and I just don't remember where that went. I must have I don't know where I made it. I need to look in my Google Drive tonight, but it just talked about like classroom management and like behavior charts and things like that for specific kids in my room. So I do need to find that still because I can't find the master copy of it from the last time I had a sub, so I must have thrown it out. but I need to find the digital copy of it. I usually, when I have a sub, leave like extra copies of things. So I have all of these extra word work and work on writing centers copies. I have like 1, 2, 3, I have 4 here. And so I'm just going to write extra copies on this in case she needs busy work for anybody to do. Extra class sets of copies if needed for centers. Something else I always leave out when I have a sub is my golden tickets, so I need to find those. They still say my old name on them, so it's fine. The kids have never actually noticed or asked, but I leave these out, and I usually in my like sub plans write to like pass out. Usually it's 3 a day, but because I'm gonna be gone for 4 days, I'll probably have her pick just like 1 or 2 kids. But this is so great because they know if they get a golden ticket while I'm gone that they get to cash it in for something fun when I come back. I usually do like lunch with me, but it kind of just depends on the group. Like I said, tomorrow's Thursday, so we still have regular centers tomorrow, and these are what our drawers look like. Tomorrow, after centers are done, I'm just going to take everything out of these so that next week when I'm gone, they don't even have the option to go in here. I'm worried that if I leave the drawers still intact and I leave her all those copies, the kids are going to be confused. I wrote in the sub plans, like, don't let them use the drawers, but the kids will probably just naturally want to use these, so if they open them and they're empty, at least then they'll maybe get the hint. I think I'm going to get like a tub and just put all of this stuff in a tub to find one that's big enough. I have like so much storage up here, obviously, but I need to find a bin. I'm thinking maybe like this one up here. When I have a sub, I like lay everything else on the table. Like I'll probably have to leave her my doorbell. I'm just thinking about that. Because that's a really good management, but like since I can't lay out everything right now because we still have school tomorrow, I'm just gonna put all of the sub plants and stuff in this bin. Clean up all my trash. There is one day that they need this for social studies, so I'm gonna make a note on there. But for the most part, I'm not really like making and leaving a lot of copies because for math, they use their math books. For reading, we don't really ever do paperwork. We're just reading stories. For writing, I already have what they need up on my podium. So this is for social studies. I want to say this is Tuesday, but let me just double check the plans. Yeah, Tuesday. It's cute. They're going to write about what they would do if they were president because we've been learning about that in social studies. Add that to... I also try and put the copies like in order. So I'm going to put this in front of the centers copies because we do social studies first. I'm also going to put my tickets that I pass out in the box because she will definitely need those. Trying to think about what else I wanted to prepare for today before tomorrow. Of course, I have a checklist. I need to find our math partner game for Friday. I also need to find our big book. We use like these ginormous books for Wonders, and I need to find mine. I keep them underneath here. And so I'm looking for Millie Waits for the Mail. It's got a big old cow on it with a mailman. Such a terrible system because it's so hard to find them, but we found her. I'm just going to put this back here with me for now. Like I said, I texted her, so I'm really hoping she'll be able to come in tomorrow and just kind of see everything that I've laid out. I'm going to go get our anthology books. All right, here are our 2 Wonders books. We have our anthology and our reading writing companion. Usually for the reading writing companion books, I just pull them up on the smartboard. But if she can't figure that out, technologically speaking, then I'm going to leave her a copy of this so she can read it to the kids. Oh, shooty tooty. Did I do this wrong? Okay, Friday, actually. Friday is when she's doing. Good job, Ben. Good thing I checked. She'd be so confused. All right, so I'm going to tuck this in the back of that. Let me just make sure that that's correct in my slides. I made all the sub-plans yesterday, and I made all the slides yesterday. So, like, the slides should follow along with the plans. But, yeah, they do. This one is the anthology, and she's going to need this for 2 stories. Oh man, this is the wrong anthology. This is Unit 1. I need Unit 2. I'll be back. Again, this is why we check everything before we have a sub come in, because I had the Unit 1 anthology books out and I needed to swap for Unit 2. So she is going to need the story The Red Hat. And she's also going to need the story Firefighters at Work. I'm going to leave a sticky note on the top that says this is for Monday. The rest of the books are by my smartboard. I did just hear back from my sub, and she is going to be here tomorrow in the afternoon, so I'm going to see if she'll stop by my room to kind of look at everything. All right, we've got our Good Job, Ben. We've got Millie Waits for the Mail. We've got the anthology book. The only thing I still need to do is I need to make the cheat sheet again, because like I swear I made one. And now I'm wondering where I made it on, because I couldn't find it on Google Drive. I'm like, did I do it on Canva? I don't want to have to remake it, but I will. And then I need to get out the math tools, the math module book, my Heggerty book. We have SEL tomorrow, so we're not going to be doing Heggerty, so I'm just going to pull this aside now. So I'm going to sticky note the week that we are on right now. And then hopefully that'll be helpful for what day to start. We're finishing week 9 of Heggerty tomorrow, or sorry, finish week 9 on Friday, start week 10 on Monday. Here's what our bucket is looking like right now. We've got books, copies, Heggerty, tickets, golden tickets. Glorious. Okay, can check that off. I need to pull out the math partner game that she's going to need on Friday. I'm going to go do that really quick, and then I think we're going to call it a day. I'll probably finish this tomorrow because I'm so tired. We only do science and social studies 3 days a week, so the other 2 days are math centers. So for her, I'm just going to leave a partner game and ST math to do. Thankfully, we did the same partner game last week, so they should, 1, know what to do, and 2, I already have all the materials prepped. It's just like a roll, make a 10, and cover game, so should be pretty easy. All right, that is where I'm going to pause this vlog, because I pretty much have like as much possible set up for her as I can today. I'm going to go home and then make that cheat sheet, make sure my slides are all set for next week. And I'm also going to just like read through the plans one more time and make sure that there's nothing else I need to put out for her physically. I have a special education teacher that works in my room. I have a special education IA that works in my room, both part-time throughout the day. So I know that they will also be able to help her when I'm not in the room and when I'm not here, but there's just like a peace of mind in knowing that everything is good and ready to go. So thank you for helping me set up for part 1, and we will come back and do the final touches tomorrow. Hello, we are back for a quick part 2 because I have to go to PD. I just want to show y'all everything else that I have added to the pile for my sub tomorrow. I put out everything that she's going to need for our Eureka Math Squared program. So we need number paths, and then I use Eureka Math folders that I made and prepped over the summer. There's a couple of removables that they're going to need for a few lessons, so I left out the folders for her as well. She's going to need the manual, so I put the manual out as well because she'll need that every single day. We're in the middle of a writing prompt right now, which is about writing a narrative about a time that they did something special. I wrote down all the kids that have already started it. I put the extra copies on the other side. And then I made her a list of the kids that get pulled during writing to do it in the EL room, so those are all there for her. I also put together my little cheat sheet. It literally just has like our days for our specials. It talks about my computer login. It talks about my phone number in case she needs it, class management, behavior plans, bathroom log, and any tips for her for the smartboard. That's all set in there for her. I do have a couple kids that have like a check-in sheet during the day, so I'm just going to go grab those and put them on top for her. I'm laying out everything here for her, but I'm going to tell her and text her and say that she can move all this stuff over there if she wants, because nobody will be using that table. The special education teacher sits at this table every day, so I make sure that this stuff isn't in the way. I'm also leaving out for her our bathroom log, since my kids can only go 2 at a time. This is one kiddo's check-in sheet, so I'm going to leave these here. And then here's the other students' behavior plan, and we'll leave those out here as well. The only other thing I'm doing right now is making sure our slides are ready to go for her. I'm just going to take some pictures on my phone to be able to send to her so that she knows where to find them. All right, I think I'm all done, feeling good about it. Again, she has my number so that if she needs anything, she can always text me while I'm gone. But thank you guys so much for watching me set up for a sub. I love you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one.